Well, happy winter solstice. The shortest day of the year, the longest night of the year. Yes, this is black kyanite. Removes negativity and protects from everyone else's negativity. Yes, I must have my tea, because after this we'll be going night-night. Yes, there's my sweet little girl. See her? She's over there. She has been laying in that bed spot since I brought her in from going out last at 10 o'clock. And she hasn't moved. She's a little tired, maybe. I don't know. It's cold out there, though. It takes a lot of energy to get out there to go to the bathroom in a place that is blowing wind up your ass while you're trying to poop. All right. So this will be our winter solstice reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Most of this should resonate with just about everybody and every sign, because every one of us is going through this season, right? I'm going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle, by Colette Baron Reed. This is the only deck I didn't actually shuffle up tonight before I sat down. I actually put some decks away, got some new decks out. Most of all my new decks that I have are out on this table, so we're going to see where we go with our conversation tonight. Always a story to tell. I got some new sprays this past week. This one is Positive Energy. One of my favorites. Yeah, I like to spray it around, not near candles. I don't think it's flammable, but I don't want to put the candle out either. This is handmade by the Awareness Shop in New Paltz, New York. Oh, it smells really good. She said it was a new scent. I really like it. You can find the Awareness Shop on Facebook, YouTube. Has their own webpage as well. I had another spray over here, but I don't see the one I wanted to show you. But I do have this spray as well. Frankincense, basil, neroli, and lavender. Yep, that's that one. I like to do this at night. It certainly does help with the atmosphere. Trying to fall asleep. Or morning for me, since I'm still working nights. So we'll spray the lavender around as well. Okay. So let's see. Did I get new stones since our last conversation? I'm not sure, but I think this one is new. This is my purple labradorite heart. I love labradorite. It's good for just about everything, chakra wise. Okay, so let me shuffle up this deck on my pants here so that we don't beat you up with the noise. But I had a lot of channeling today, and a friend over, and we were putting our cards down together, and she did hers like 15 minutes after I did mine, and it was a TikTok video because we basically had the same cards, which was really freaky. But hey, that's just confirmation of all the things coming. And if you haven't seen me, I think you can still find me as Intuitive Niche on TikTok as well. So let's see. Wisdom of the Oracle, Spirit Guides. What would you like? Our summer solstice down below the equator and our winter solstice above the equator. What is of the highest good and the things we need to know going forward? now's the time to be planning and doing and preparing, going within to get that extra rest and rejuvenation. Absolutely. That is for the people who sleep at night anyways. I don't. Well, I will tonight. It's my night off. And today's the only day I felt human, so Friday when I left work, I had my annual exam. I had to go to the doctor's, had to get an x-ray, had to get blood work done. And I went back to my job to have the holiday dinner lunch, or else I would have missed it completely, and I had to pick up medications. So I was supposed to also go to a wake for one of my friends, and I just couldn't stay awake anymore, and I knew I had to go home and take care of my animal because nobody was here. And I know it's a terrible time of the year. I'm taking it that he had been sick for a while. Well, he had issues anyways, but he was a big guy with a big heart and loved everybody he came into contact with. I always used to say he loved to hate me and I hated to love him. That's how we used to have our relationship. We've known each other for so long. But his wife and I were great friends. Our birthday's the same day. So my heart goes out to all of them in the family. My friends that are suffering right now with the loss. No, there's been several of the people passing in the last few weeks that I know of. So I know that I'm sending my heart and soul and my healing out to those families. Way too many going too soon in life, but they have a bigger plan for them on the other side, so they'll be watching over, I know. But I do send love to all of you that are grieving at this time, and hopefully your support system is strong with your families and you'll be able to focus on what's important going forward. Because I know that those that have passed would not want us sitting around feeling horrible for the rest of our lives. Of course you're going to grieve, that's normal. The process is normal. But you also got to find your way through it and forward again. Because you're obviously not done on this planet. That God has a plan for all of us, and we just have to believe that this was the plan for them. Amen. All right, into the reading before I have to go to sleep. All right. Spirit, during this winter solstice here in our part of the world, what would you like me to pass along to the general collective? With the wisdom of the oracle here. Stubborn cards tonight. They were stubborn earlier too when I was doing it, but once it got going, they had a lot to say. So some of the reading earlier today that I was doing talked about a lot of introspection, going within and learning what spirit the divine has for us, because each one of us have our own story and our own plan. And we see these cards tonight in a whole different light than maybe we would in a week from now. So how you're feeling right now matters. And so we have to try to live in the moment so that the spirit can tell you. As I keep shuffling the same deck, we're just going to start picking pretty soon. Okay, we're going to spread them and pick them. I think it's just because they're relatively new cards that I don't use a lot yet. Okay, so the first card I'm picking through, here it is. Peace. Peace. Peace be with all of you this time of the year, of course. for the holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate. And to all my peeps in the world, Merry Christmas. Because that's what we celebrate. I like this card a lot. You see what's flying around there in the sky. And the egg shows signs of a new beginning. Right? But there's also a star and a face inside of that egg. And the bird that's flying, it's a dove over the top, has a twig or a branch or something in his claws. Like he's waving the wag, right? Waving the flag of peace, right? Lots of hearts and stars there. Trying to bring in peace for you. The card number 23. 5, which brings about change. Mending. 52 is the number, so that brings you to 7. So we're going from a 5 to a 7. That's in the right direction, and we're healing. We're mending our ways, we're mending our beliefs, we're mending our thoughts. We're learning how to be more positive and speak to ourselves the right way, because there are enough people in this world that will talk you down and beat you up. Stop doing it to yourself. I feel like a lot of us are doing that, especially now. Stop. I know we have holiday time. Loyal Heart is the next card. So I'm saying there's a 5 and a 3. It's an 8. So you got 5, 7, and 8. So that's a good number. Pick 3 number. How about that? So Loyal Hearts, meaning maybe there's love coming into your lives. We want some love. Love is good for us all, right? Maybe there is love coming in. That looks like a king and a queen. And the change in the wind is this card. Number 12. That's its own master number, so we don't have to put that together. Change in the wind. So I'm going to put that next to the peace card. Mending and Loyal Heart. So I feel like maybe somebody's having some struggles with their relationships. And especially now during the season, it's a little frustrating as you're trying to get ready and have a peaceful holiday, right? But don't worry, okay? Because all that glitters. All that glitters. You see the face up in the bright sun. 6 and 1 is 7, so that's 2 7s. We're always worried about getting from one paycheck to another. I know that it's very difficult these days to stay on track, but what we all really need to do is focus on budgeting and controlling what we spend. I'm a big one for Christmas, so I kind of see things by them. I was already told to take something back, so I guess I will. Now, of course, I don't know if that means somebody else bought it already, and so I just have to take it back because somebody else did it, which is totally possible, and that's fine. I'd rather know now, and in return it, I can use it for something else. All right? Okay. Next card out of here is Message in a Bottle. Number 6. It's 15. Message in a bottle. So there's a message coming your way. No. The dog doing the one thing that annoys me the most. Licking herself. And so I'm going to bury her over there now. There she is. She says, I know, Mommy, I'm sorry. It just gets loud in my ear and annoys me. She does it when I'm relaxing. I guess that's part of the problem. If I was busy, I wouldn't hear it, right? Thinker number 44. Okay, so we still have a lot of people inside their heads. Okay? So what we need to be doing here is be grateful. Because in the last probably 3 weeks of my life, I know of 10 people who have passed away. All before Christmas, all before family time together. Some I knew, some I didn't. They were within a family that I knew. I think I went to school with one. It's kind of sad when you get to the age that, people beside you that you went to school with, maybe worked with, talked with, played with, grew up with, they're all passing or becoming ill to the point where they're going to. And so I have to tell you that we all need to focus on being grateful. I think that we don't spend enough time thanking whoever you need to thank. The universe, God, Spirit, archangels, whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in. But we should always be grateful for what we have, because we don't have to have it. We could be not as well off as we are. And then there's people out there in the world who think they deserve more. Or if they don't get their way, the one thing they want to do is cause chaos and conflict. Those are the kind of people with the new year coming that it's time for you to write out. So this card number is 33, another master number, chaos and conflict. What we want is to eliminate with the Winter Solstice, the new moon coming up at the end of the week, and Happy New Year 2025. Heading towards the full moon at the middle of that. We have to start being much more grateful and accepting of what we have. Am I where I want to be today? No. Okay? I thought I would be in a much better place at this point in my life. But I could be in a much worse place. So I have to tell you that because I know where I've been. You don't, okay? I know where I could be, where I could have been. I could have been a whole lot worse. And it's sad because we live and learn. We make mistakes and we hopefully learn from them and don't make them again, right? But there are some people out there who just don't get it. You can't keep being a shitty person to another person and treating people like crap and think you're going to have a happy life. You're not. I can tell you straight the fuck up. If you are treating people like shit, talking down to them like you think you're better than everybody in the world, you are going to find yourself in a hard, flat hit to the floor when your world comes crashing down, and you probably won't have anybody to help you get back up either. Because that's what happens when you're playing the better than everybody else kind of card in life. I would be the same person I am today, even if I had a lot of money. I'm not broke, I'm not rich, but I have so many other things that I am so grateful and thankful for that I wouldn't choose anything else. I have 2 of the greatest grandbaby boys in the world. I have 2 of the greatest children in the world, and my extended family is amazing. There's just so many people. I've lost a lot of people. I have, and it hurts, and some days it still hurts. It's going to be, let's see, 33 years. 32 years, I'm sorry. In May, it will be 32 years that my mother has been gone. Before that was my grandmother. And several other friends, schoolmates, people that I've known all my life. My sister, my father, my mother, my grandmothers, my grandfathers. I don't have any of those people left, okay? And I was never really close to my father, so not a great loss for me. I would have rather traded it up when my mother died, or would have rather had my father die. And it's terrible that any person has to feel like that. Like, I would have bartered anything to keep my mother on this planet, because she was my mother and I loved her to the sky and back, okay? Did we always see eye to eye? No. And she was a bitch and so was I. I got it from her. What are you going to do? So, let's see. So the next card I got out is the community card. So I feel like this card is talking to all of us as a group, a community. Feeling through the holiday season, knowing how many people aren't here with us for the holiday because they're no longer on this planet breathing. And then we remember holidays. Not everybody had good holidays. I realize that, okay? So I say that gently. But I do know that there's always some good memories, even with a lousy family, okay? So we always miss something from before when they were alive, okay? But we got to focus on being in the here and now. Because death is inevitable, all right? We know it's coming. We know, without a shadow of a doubt, that we are going to pass and not be on this planet in human form one day. So all of our lives we're spending wasting on rushing around, trying to make more money than God, trying to be upon the earth and be better than everybody else, or we're trying to do something that, and a lot of good things going on. I mean, obviously, we're trying to just be that example for our family. I'm the only one left that can be that example, because I don't have any in-laws left, and I don't have any of my family left. I mean, I have family left, cousins, uncles, that kind of thing. But death is inevitable, and we have to live on this earth while we're still here, with or without the people that are no longer here, okay? I feel like I'm stumbling upon this conversation because I'm not quite sure how to put it. I don't want to offend anybody, okay? But it's really simple. What's happened has happened. It's gone. Whoever was passed away is gone. And unless it just happened in the last couple of weeks, we really got to start thinking about how much time we're wasting on not living. Because our people over on the other side, wherever that is, whatever the belief is for you, they're living in their own way. They're still here. They're watching. They're guiding. They're pushing us. Our ancestors didn't leave us forever. They're just waiting for us. But we got shit to do on this earth yet. We got things we need to take care of. And that's what we're here for. So we have to reground ourselves, try to pull ourselves back together, and go about life and live. That's what we're here to do. And we're here to help other people and be kind and take care of our own families and help other people with their families. Like I said in a previous video, I do know that something is coming. Like a long winter again, and it's going to prevent us from going out. It's going to withhold us from being able to be somewhere that we could normally do every day. Kind of like what COVID did to us. I don't know if it's going to be an illness so much as something up in the world with like government or... I mean, I really hope nothing bad happens to the president or to anybody else there. But I'm not thinking it's going to be for long. So we must prepare ourselves as much as we can for the worst and pray for the best. Because if we are co-creating together... So, you see there's the owl on the thing and then the cat. The big cat up there on the ceiling. roof. Yeah. Ceiling. You can tell I'm a little tired, right? But there's another egg there. Looks like a sun in the face, right? It's an egg. Just like the other egg. So co-creating means new life. And I say that because I also got the new life card. Okay? So whatever is going on within community of our life, whether it's a local community or it's a family community, something is going to prevent us from doing anything for a while. And we're going to feel like it's a never-ending story, but we're going to have to still step back, clean up the mess, and move forward again. So it's kind of what we're doing now, where COVID stands. It's like a cold or the flu. They want you to vaccinate. I've chosen not to anymore. I've taken enough of the vaccinations because I don't really know what the hell they're putting in me. Number one, for the first year before all the vaccinations were created, I didn't get COVID. I didn't get sick. We all had to wear masks, so I didn't get the flu ever. I didn't get a cold. I didn't get pneumonia. I didn't get none of that. But I was adamant about washing my hands with soap and water. I was adamant about keeping things clean, wiping things down. I did that normally, though. I didn't wait until we had this major crisis to do it. So maybe that's why my lungs were stronger than somebody else's. I also quit smoking. When I went to for my physical this year, I was 6 years free of cigarettes. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, COVID. Thank you for the fear of not being able to breathe with my COPD. I did whatever it took to get rid of it this time permanently because I really have a fear of drowning. When you watch somebody pass away and you're in the room with them and they take their last breath, it's because when your body systems give up or close down, usually your lungs will fill up with water and you'll pretty much drown in your own fluid. And that's basically what happened with my mom. It wasn't really the cancer that killed her. It was just that her body had enough and couldn't fight anymore. And so she passed away. And she was only 49 years of age. You see, so I am trying to never come across that again, right? I want to live as long as I can live. Try to be somewhat healthy, because I'm Italian. I like food. I can't just stop eating, but I do try to be mindful of how much I eat at once, closer to a portion than like somebody eating 5 portions of one thing and then going back for more. I mean, I don't think people understand that they're not supposed to gorge themselves on regular food every day the way they do. And that ends up making health problems worse. So I am still overweight. I do still have cholesterol issues, but my cholesterol issues are inherited in my genes. So I was at one point going to the gym 5 days a week. I was there 2 hours a clip. I also worked 2 jobs sometimes in the middle of all of that. So I was very active, very busy, very moving, not sedentary at all. I had 2 very active jobs in retail. I didn't have a desk to sit at that point. I did have a job like that before, and I did sit at it. A desk, which I loved too. But we just have to start really being grateful for where we're at and what we have. I will tell you to start storing food away for a while, food that doesn't go bad. I know that's not going to be good for all you natural people who like to eat fresh food, fresh vegetables, and blah, blah, blah. Mostly you're going to grow your own if you're going to do that, because you're not buying anything from America, apparently. Unless you go to the farms that are here. I don't know about you, but all the fruits and vegetables I see come from China, Mexico, Palestine, wherever the fuck they grow them faster and send them to us. So, it's just kind of not really a good thought for me, because I'd rather grow them in my own soil. Anyway, We are now all between two worlds. The veil is thin as it can be. And your family, your ancestors, and your people are on the other side, and they're trying to guide you and push you along. They're trying to help you. They're also trying to be with you during this time. They know you're sad when the holiday's here, and they're not. Listen, I have a lot of people that don't partake in family fun times together because according to them, they don't celebrate, but okay. So I'm an observer in life, and so are you. I watch people all the time. But the only way you are going to go forward is by changing the way you see things and living to move forward. And once you get through the beginnings of the grief that you go through from losing somebody and going through the 5 stages, I think I stuck myself in denial and anger for a very long time when my mom died. And I think that it took me forever to clean up my act. Clean it up. But I did take care of my children every day. I took care of the household every day. I grew up knowing what was expected of me. So I took care of business. I didn't always handle it the right way, but I did it. It's done. My part of it, my needed part of it is taken care of. And I'm proud of myself for that. And sometimes you find things that are left for you to do, not for you. And those are the things you have to learn to walk away from, okay? So for solstice and coming into the new year, we need to really reclaim our lives back. No matter what's going on around us, no matter what it is, we have to accept whatever it is. We have to go through the processes of grieving the loss, forgiving ourselves, because that's one of the things I noticed I did. I blamed myself for a lot of what happened to my mother and my sister. But I know it wasn't my fault. I did what I could to help them. A regeneration. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay? That's what this is all about. Learning to know what it's time to let go of. What do you need to let go of? Because all that glitters is here, right? But it's not going to fall into your hands until you let go. You can keep your loyal heart. Just don't forget to bring yourself some peace, forgive yourself, move forward. Because new beginnings are coming. So your heart is mending, and it will continue to mend. It will never be the same. But to continue on with what you are meant to be here for on this planet, you must regenerate and build up your strength. You must go forward. It may be a different way. You may be going forward in a way you never thought would happen. That's absolutely the truth. Especially with so much things going on with our country and our world today. And, you know, the rumor is there's really only 2 really rich people running the world here. And not the president, okay? So we're all worried about the president, but you might be one to worry about the ones with the biggest worth. The ones who have it all and never share it. Because with the amount of money some of these people have, no joke, with the amount of money some of these people are worth, they could solve the healthcare problems. They could solve the cost of medications. They could solve so much there wouldn't have to be anybody broke. They would be living a comfortable life and in control of what's coming and going if, more than half your paycheck wasn't going to somebody who's just pissing it away, smoking weed or smoking something or selling something. We should all have that choice, right? I've seen all these dispensaries opening up around us now. So my employees are coming from the dispensary, smoking on their way to work, and then working under the influence of a drug, which is illegal. I don't care what you say, it's still illegal, and you're going to die from it. All because you wanted it to be legal. Because some people just don't know when to stop. Like, you could smoke it in moderation, but you don't need to smoke while you're at work or smoke at work or anything like that. Someday you're going to get in trouble, and it's going to be on you, not anybody else. So, meanwhile, the other people that have to be exposed to that are eventually going to have enough of it and say, you know what, I don't need this. Time for me to go. And you're going to lose good people. We have to let go of the things that don't serve us, okay? Because we are all abundant in our own ways, and there is enough abundance in this world for everybody to live happily ever after if money isn't your only problem in the world, okay? You also need to learn how to not spend it on stupid shit. I have those moments, but it's not every day of the week. It's not so hard for somebody to choose to save their money, even if you're saving a little bit. I don't know about you, but I'm living paycheck to paycheck, so saving money, if I can do it, it's going to take a long time. You have to start focusing on those things that are important. What do you really need? What do you really want? What would make you happy if money was not an issue? If money wasn't an issue, what would you want? Leave me a comment in my comments down there and tell me, what is it you would want if money was no issue? And sometimes you might answer where money wasn't even involved, right? The Two of Wands. So here you are thinking about it, right? What would you want if money wasn't an issue? What would you do if money wasn't an issue? Where would you grow? Let's face it. We all need money. Whatever it is that turns our payment for product. Like, I know I make jewelry and I do tarot and oracle readings, and so I need money, right, to purchase tarot cards. I need money to buy parts to create my jewels. I need to have a platform or a place pretty soon to be able to do these kind of things, because I don't want to just do them on the computer. I want to do them in person. Believe me, they're much better in person. Death and rebirth. Because then I know who I'm talking to. Or at least I'm in your space and I feel your energy. And I'm an energy reader. An empathic soul. Old soul. So the Two Wands is sitting there thinking, well, what do I need? What do I want? What am I going to do? And Death and Rebirth is saying, it's time to let something go so you can move forward. You have to figure out what that is. You know, wisdom and oracles there telling you all these things. We're all hanging on to what's pissing us off today, or what pissed us off last week. Well, who didn't do this, and who didn't give me that, and who didn't fucking let me have my way, boo-hoo, okay? Sometimes there's principles that people are fighting that are ridiculous. It's a fact of life. All right? But the Justice card is here. And we are going to find that balance again. Justice is going to bring in that answer for you. But you have to go within. You have to think. Queen of Cups is here. So she's going to bring some love in. She's going to bring in some positive affirmationing information for you so that you can find your confidence again. So you can believe in yourself again. Because you don't need anybody else to do that. You have to do that for yourself. So use your intuition to get the abundance you deserve. The High Priestess is a strong soul along with the Justice card. She's here to tell you that even though there's death and rebirth coming, or already there, you aren't dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I'm exhausted, not tired. Just exhausted. I'm sure I don't look great here. And what time of the day is it? It's going for 1 a.m. Yeah, here where I am. So focus on what helps you grow. Focus on what you need to grow. And focus on setting goals instead of fighting battles. See, I'm fighting a battle with my thoughts and concerns about people smoking weed on the job. I don't give a shit what you do outside that door. When you're home, when you're out and about, as long as you're not bringing harm to anybody, putting anybody in harm's way, have fun. Drink, smoke, do your own thing, but don't come to work like that. And don't stink up an entire building. Because you got to be high to work. I don't think that's the best way to be working. Just think how good you'd be if you weren't high. Yeah. I heard somebody say that once. Well, they work better when they're high. No, they don't. They don't work better. They work less. A whole lot less. I don't care how slow motion you are. You are in slow motion when you are stoned out of your fucking mind. You are not working harder. You are working slower. Period. End of story. I'm standing there watching you. I see you. I don't care what your habits are when you're not at work. That's your business. I care what they are at work. I care what they are when you're driving behind the wheel of a vehicle and you think you're just fine. I have driven high. I know I wasn't fine. I wasn't fine. Any more than driving home exhausted without being high. But I swear to God I get a secondhand content in my job because everybody's fucking high there. And pretty soon that burden's going to be put down too. The burden, the 10 of Wands, walking away, changing your path, being grateful for where you are, and now finding out and knowing where you want to be. Because the burdens you've been carrying, they weren't yours. This one I carry about my job, it ain't mine. I can't control these people. It's not my business what they do. I don't know who the hell I am, right? I will tell you that. I have seen some really good work done by certain people, but not by everybody. And I think it's that way everywhere, though, right? It's not just one job. So Temperance is here to tell me I have patience. The Queen of Cups, the Justice card, the High Priestess, and the 10 of Wands with the Death and Rebirth. And now we're going to tell you that it just doesn't matter, right? Because the sun is coming out. The sun. And she's just absorbing it, bringing it into her energy, making her positive, making her grow, making her happy. She's learned, she's found that place where she can pull it out, pull it down, and utilize it to make her life better and let go of all that stupid shit we have no control over. We can't control what others do. We cannot. And we know it because the Ace of Wands is bringing in a new opportunity for you. She is. Right there with the Empress. Birthing new ideas. Now, of course, that could mean somebody's pregnant. If you are and you're happy about it, congratulations. I'm going to read what this says about the Ace of Wands. Yep. New ideas, the seed of potential, the arrival of inspiration, illumination, intense creativity, mirror-like nature of consciousness, the interconnectedness of all things, the ability to manifest anything. This ace contains all the sparks for all the ideas, and they are generating intensely powerful light for you right now. She is connecting with the one cosmic mind, a universe consciousness, and her delightfully magic soup that is brimming with colossal creativity. I seed my brilliant future with roots of creativity and inspiration. So absolutely leave behind those things that don't make you feel good. Those things and those people that bring you down, gossip, bullshit. We all have our moments, okay? We are not on this planet as perfect, okay? And I know I get angry. I say things I don't mean sometimes, just to vent. And most times I'm venting with nobody around me. It's just me and the universe listening. So I can get it off my chest and move forward. So here's my advice with this reading. Justice is coming. The sun is here. We have opportunities coming in with the Ace of Wands and the Empress. We have the High Priestess here. Temperance card I saw when I was shuffling. Patience, determination, focusing on your own shit. Let whatever everybody else is doing, do it. Let them do it. When you start focusing on you and what you need and start setting baby step goals for yourself, all that shit, that little baloney crap going on out there will dissipate and disappear. This is a very powerful solstice this year. There's so many different things going on. And the president just voted in. We'll be dealing with that pretty soon. Not everybody's happy about that, so I get it. But there's new ways to do things in life now. There's so many more opportunities than we ever did. And it's important that you start recognizing that not everybody's going to see things the way you do, or the way I do. We're all different. So what you take from this reading and what I take from it and what somebody else is taking from it, it's not going to be the same. She's thinking, what is she going to do now? I don't know what happened to make her get to that point. She does, though, right? So are we going to let the devil send us into temptation? Or are we going to get the Ace of Swords like this and have all those wonderful ideas flying in for your new beginning and your creativity? Okay? That's what you need to focus on. You have to put yourself in a place of positivity no matter what happened. Because the person you lost to death and transformation, the person that is no longer here on this planet because they passed away, they don't want you to be sad. They want you to be happy. They like to hear you laugh when not on this planet anymore, they can still hear you laughing. They come to see you. They do. I know. I'm not sure who it is sometimes, but I know I have somebody here because I smell a certain kind of flower, which I still can't figure out which one it is, but it's such a sweet smell. Not overpowering sweet, but a good sweet smell. Not sickening. And it just, when I smell this flower, no matter where I go in the summertime, when I go hiking or walking, I just know that somebody's walking with me because it's their special scent. Sometimes I smell cigarettes, and I don't smoke. In most places I go walking, you're not really supposed to smoke there, so I wouldn't see that. It'd be kind of redundant to be smoking cigarettes and trying to get exercise at the same time. That don't work. You can't breathe. Alright, so with the enchanted winged enchantment, we have the Dove card. That's our first card. And you see the sun there? Right, the Dove card. Morning doves. I used to watch the morning doves. The Dove card is number 8. And we will read it since this is a new deck. I am Dove, the peace of alignment. I am feminine. I am sensitive to my surroundings. I am the nourishment of the earth and the gentleness of her instincts. I am the calm after the storm. I am hope and harvest. I am the embellishment of harmony and the sacrifice necessary to nurture what has been created. You are at peace now and brimming with compassion. You are in love with life. I am the enjoyment of family connection. I am the safety of a united community. This is not the time to fly solo, but rather to seek out kindred spirits. Find your soul tribe. I am the gathering of like minds. I am the coven. I am the serenity of kin. I am group, mind, and structure. Merge your energies with others and watch what unfolds. This is great power in collaboration. There is profound wisdom within the whole. The dream team. You are engaging life. You are embracing peace. You are aligning with others. You are Dove. So that really confirms 2 other decks that I've already pulled from, right? Peace of alignment. Sensitive to my surroundings. Nourishment of the earth. Gentleness of her instincts. Yeah. Great power and collaboration. So we had the 3 of coins in another reading that I did, that was also today. So that would also confirm new opportunities coming in and plenty of people to work with you to take care of it. Dream team. We need a dream team, right? Yeah. So we'll take one more oracle from this to see what the winged enchantment is trying to say before I grab the kipper for a minute and finish the reading. I know this one's a long one, I'm sorry. But it is the winter solstice, and I know there's just so many little things that many readers don't talk about, and it is about yourself. And I know that might be boring for some, so like I said, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We have the starling. Number 33, master number. Number 33. Number 8 is really about money and financial abundance. But number 33, where are you? Starling. I am starling. The relinquishing of the ego. I am binding of society. I am the way the entire world affects you and the way you affect the entire world. I am unity. I am wholeness. You have reached a time when your work must be shared. Stop hoarding your gifts. Stop hiding your wisdom. What you learn is only as good as how you use it to teach others. I am tradition. I am your ability to bring others together in meaningful ways. It is time to express. It is time to blend yourself into the bigger picture. Being group-minded doesn't mean giving up personal power, but rather allowing that power to shine brighter. You are a gathering of like minds. You are the expansion of ideas. You are the catalyst. You are the starling. Okay, well, we'll shuffle it one more time to see if they have one more enchanted winged creature for us. And then we will move on to Kipper. I know I shuffled many decks tonight. I wasn't sure what I was going to be feeling when we did this, but today is just going to be about taking care of business with yourself. Being grateful for what you have and making sure you tell someone or write it in a journal the things you are grateful for, because you can just whisper it to God. I don't care. Just always be grateful and thankful and be kind to others. You never know what they're going through, and you can help somebody so much more with a smile. Even if they don't react well at first, they will remember somewhere down the line that somebody, even though they looked miserable, smiled at them. I have a person who's very miserable around me, and I can't deal with it much longer. I'm going to have to walk away from that too, because no matter what, it's always somebody else's fault, or they're not correcting this or they're not correcting that, and it's all bullshit or whatever. I don't know. It ain't about me. But when we all learn to get along, right? Why can't we all just get along? I do my best to try. I try to be upbeat and poppy and happy, and it just doesn't always work that way. Some people just, you can't make everybody like you, and I don't really give a fuck anymore. That's my problem. I can give as good as I can get. You love me, I'll love you back. And I'll show you how that works and feels. I can teach you. But you want to hate me? I will still show you love. But you will be a part of my life. You will be moving on. Alright, well, that's all the Winged Enlightenment cards we're going to get. So we got the Starling, number 33, and the Dove. Okay. What I want you to know, once we get to the Kipper here, is not to give up on yourself. We're going to have bad days and good days. We're going to have positive moments and negative moments. We're going to have to learn to realign and readjust and reground. I had to burn my grounding candles today. I sprayed my positive energy today. Yeah. And I carry enough crystals with me to weigh another 10 pounds on the scale. So it's just a matter of setting your goals and focusing on them, and stop worrying about all the shit around you. Seriously. Let's see if this is another one of my new hearts. It is my healer heart. This is a stone for the healer, so I carry it with me just about everywhere we go. So Kipper is here with me. Kipper. Kipper, we want to know what final message would you like to pass along to my collective on the solstice of winter? Okay. Oh, we got a flip. Where'd it go? There, we got two flipper here. We got the wealthy man and the message of concern. Oh. Message of concern. That's a 14. So the wealthy man is a 13. And the message of concern is a 14. Wow. That's the weirdest thing ever, how that would fall 2 cards in from 2 different spots in a row. Okay, Spirit, let's finish up this reading with the final outcome, final information that you want the collective to know. I want to also wish you all a happy holidays and a happy new year. I will be back with another reading probably tomorrow. And I will be posting that. So 36 is the distant horizons. So I want to say we are there now at the distant horizons. Okay. Number 36 is the card. Traced back down to number 9. 9 is a successful end, a successful situation. You received what you wanted. So it's coming. Could be a new home. Or the conversation could be in a house. Or somebody you're going to. I had the community card with 2 other decks earlier today. So I know that it's community related. And a privileged lady sitting there at the top. Privileged lady with a wealthy man who has a message of concern. What is that concern? What is it? What is it? Wow, throwing all these cards at me. Another message coming. What's the expectation? What is your expectation? What do you think the message says? In regards to your inner child? What child do you know? A child that's in poverty or coming out of poverty? High honor? Okay, so maybe coming out of poverty, but in bad health. And a false person. So it must be the false person in bad health, but sudden wealth is coming at the bottom of the deck where you don't see it, number 11. Okay? Don't be the gossiper, and don't receive the gossip. Don't spread the gossip. Despair, community, and thoughts, and a new pathway. Okay, so confirmation from the other 2. Basically, no matter what you're going through, we are all privileged to be on this earth, and we will all be privileged to go meet our Maker, whoever we preach to. You'd have to be grateful for the time that we've had with people that are no longer with us. You have to be grateful for the things that you have, because it could be worse. You could have less. And it doesn't take much in this day and age to lose it all and be right back where you started from. Okay? Let's focus on staying positive, bringing positive to others, helping other people heal and grow. That's my goal, helping people to heal and grow. So my job is for a community of like-minded people who are willing to take on my help to show them how to be successful and succeed where they're at. That's my path. It can be your path too. It can be. could be an occupation. Maybe you're changing occupations. I could be too. I could be promoted to customer any day. And we're trying to do that before, so let's see what happens. I'm not stupid. I can fight the fight. Who's going to win? We're all suffering from something. We are all unhappy about something. But we all try to push forward and bring out the positivity in others and bring out our own positive beliefs and behaviors, because we want to have good times in our life. We want to have good memories in our life. And when it's our time to go, we want people who think about us after we're gone the way we would think about people. So with all of that, Kipper's not giving me anything else. Oh, I lie. A mature woman's going to come into the picture. And she's going to help you. She's going to guide you. She's going to protect you. And that's going to help you to figure out what that message of concern is really about. Okay? And what the coffin is all about. Because this could simply just be you got fired. Could simply mean you quit. Could simply mean you got a divorce. Okay? It's the end of something. Not necessarily a death. Okay? When I got occupation sitting right next to it and a new pathway sitting behind it, I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen. The job is going to disappear and you're going to find a new path and move forward in different ways. Different ways that you didn't expect. Which means you will be letting go something that is not for your highest good. Your job, your marriage, your life. You have to do what's good for you too. You have to be happy. And being on the planet is even worth it. Because again, there they are. The wealthy man in the coffin. And that tells me somebody rich is going to die. But not necessarily physically. Something's coming down. Something pretty big. And I don't think it's going to affect a lot of us, but it is going to affect some of us. And it's definitely going to affect that nice privileged lady right there. Whoever she is. And her great fortune. With that, go start yourself a new journal for the new year. Go ahead and start a new page that shows your gratitude and what what you are grateful for, and grow on it every day. The same list. Okay? Because you are worthy of all kinds of abundance and greatness in your life. The only person who doesn't know that is you. Okay. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. I can't think of all the other holidays, but happy whatever you believe in. Take care of yourself first. Fill your own cup before you start dishing out those pentacles to help other people. Make sure they're worthy of it. Love and light.